Have you ever felt like you're doing everything you can, but success still slips through your fingers? What if I told you that May 5th, 2025 holds a hidden doorway, a moment when 6 powerful numbers aligned with ancient Buddhist teachings can help shift your path toward wealth, clarity, and inner peace? These aren't lottery picks. They're energetic keys, symbols that activate focus, courage, and alignment with the universe's flow. In a world full of chaos and uncertainty, these numbers serve as anchors, helping you cut through confusion and reconnect with your purpose. If you're feeling stuck, lost, or ready for a breakthrough, this is your chance. Now let's turn intention into action. Before we dive in, do this. Like this video to feed the energy forward. Subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss what's coming next. And drop a comment below. I welcome growth and harmony into my life. Just by doing that, you're already opening the door. Let's begin. This could be the shift you've been waiting for. Part 1, number 43. The bridge to your new life. Some numbers don't just appear. They arrive. And when 43 shows up, it's not a coincidence. It's a calling. This number carries the energy of a crossing. A moment in life when you stop waiting and start moving. When you stop wishing and start walking toward the version of yourself you've always known was possible, but maybe too afraid to become. Imagine standing at the edge of a river. On your side, fear, doubt, hesitation. Across the water, clarity, confidence, and prosperity. The number 43 is the bridge between the two. Not a shortcut, not a miracle, but a sturdy soul-built path. The 4 brings stability, structure, and grounded focus. The 3 brings creativity, communication, and inner expansion. Together, they form a powerful duo structure supporting growth. In Buddhist philosophy, all transformation begins with awareness. 43 invites you to see clearly where you are and where you long to be. The bridge forms when you commit to crossing it. Take Alex, a 47-year-old man who hit rock bottom after a failed business, left him bankrupt and deeply ashamed. For months he isolated himself, drowning in regret, until one day, scrolling through old journals, he noticed something strange. He had written the number 43 again and again during his most hopeful moments. That night, something clicked. He decided to do one thing the next morning: walk across the bridge mentally. He wrote 43 on a sticky note, placed it on his desk, and made 3 bold decisions. 1. Call a mentor he had avoided for years. 2. Offer his marketing skills for free to a struggling nonprofit. 3. Start waking up early and journaling with purpose. Within months, his confidence returned. A new opportunity emerged, unexpected but aligned. Not magic, just movement, just crossing the bridge. Here's how you can bring the power of 43 into your daily life. Morning ritual. Close your eyes and picture a glowing bridge stretching ahead. With each breath, repeat 43. See golden bricks laying themselves one by one under your feet. Anchor the energy right. 43 on a piece of paper and keep it in your wallet or near your mirror. Let it be your quiet reminder: I'm in motion. I trust the crossing. Evening practice. Reflect on one action today that brought you closer to the person you want to become. And on May 5th, 2025, when cosmic energy peaks, set aside sacred time. Write down 3 changes you've been afraid to make. But know, deep down, you must. As you write, whisper 43 and see yourself already on the other side. 43 doesn't promise comfort. It promises transformation, but only if you're willing to step forward, even while afraid. So are you ready to cross the bridge? Part 2, number 66. The power of the 6 virtues doubled. Some numbers feel gentle, others feel sacred. But 66, it feels like a heartbeat, strong, rhythmic, and alive with purpose. In the Buddhist tradition, the number 6 is the embodiment of 6 core virtues that form the spiritual path to awakening. Generosity, dana, ethics, esla, patience, kanti, effort viriya, concentration samadhi, wisdom, panya. Each of these is like a light together. They form a lantern guiding us through the dark forests of fear, confusion, and chaos. So what happens when this number doubles itself? It becomes a sacred reminder that our inner world and outer world must mirror one another, that spiritual integrity and practical action must walk hand in hand. Double 6, reflection and alignment. The first 6 is your inner foundation, your beliefs, intentions, mindset. The second 6 is your outer reality, your actions, habits, and the results they create. When these 2 layers align, life begins to flow, not force. You don't just want peace, you live in ways that support peace. You don't just hope for abundance, you make decisions that attract it. In a small rural village, there was an old farmer named Thang. He never had much, just a modest home and a few rice fields. But everyone in the village respected him deeply. Why? Because he lived the 6 virtues. He gave rise to the hungry generosity. He never spoke ill of others. Ethics. He endured hardship without complaint. Patience. He woke before sunrise every day for work effort. He meditated under a banyan tree, daily concentration, and his wisdom was sought after by all. One year a fire swept through the village. Many panicked and lost everything. But Than, his house, was untouched. His response was calm. I lost nothing because I have nothing to cling to. What I have, I already gave away. In love, the villagers later said the fire somehow skipped his land. Coincidence? Maybe, but those who knew Than believed it was something else, alignment. His energy and his actions were in perfect harmony, and the universe responded. Here's how to apply the number 66 in your own life. Morning meditation just before sunrise. Sit quietly. Visualize a stream of golden light entering your body. With each inhale, whisper 66. Let the number dissolve. Tension and bring clarity. Say inwardly, today I live in integrity. I walk with the 6 virtues. Evening reflection. As the sun sets, ask yourself, did I act in generosity today? Was I patient? Did I apply wisdom or just react? Each day focus on one virtue. Cycle through all 6. You'll begin to feel the shift within days, not just in your mood, but in the world around you. Night practice. Write the number 66 on a small note and place it under your pillow. This tiny act sets a deep subconscious intention to align both your thoughts and behaviors with higher values. Special ritual for May 5th, 2025. On this special date, take 10 minutes to write down 6 things you're grateful for, 6 bold intentions for your life ahead. Say them aloud while gently repeating. 6. Let your words ring with energy. This is not a wish list. This is a contract with the universe. 66 is not about perfection. It's about practice. When you show up with sincerity, even imperfectly, the path begins to light itself. So, are you living your double 6 part 3, number 7, sacred steps to inner awakening? There's something about the number 7 that just feels divine. It shows up in the most mystical places, 7 days in a week, 7 chakras, 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 wonders of the world. That's not a coincidence. That's the universe pointing us towards something deeper. In Buddhist tradition, after attaining enlightenment, it's said that the Buddha took 7 steps, and at each step a lotus flower bloomed beneath his feet. Each lotus wasn't just beautiful, it symbolized awakening, transformation, and the unfolding of pure consciousness. That's what the number 7 carries. The call to wake up, to see clearly, to live fully, the power of stillness in a loud world. We live in a time where noise is constant. Notifications, opinions, deadlines. It's hard to hear our own thoughts, let alone our inner wisdom. But 7 is the reminder to pause, to listen again, to reconnect with the quiet voice within. And here's the truth most people miss. Abundance doesn't start in your bank account. It starts in your awareness. The clearer you are inside, the easier it becomes to recognize the right paths, say yes to the right people, and align with moments that multiply your energy, not drain it. A simple morning ritual with 7. At sunrise, take a moment before the world rushes in. Sit with your spine, tall eyes gently closed. Breathe in deeply, then slowly exhale. Silently repeat the word 7. As you do, visualize a soft golden light moving through your body, cleansing confusion, releasing fear, and planting seeds of clarity and peace. This isn't about superstition, it's about frequency. You are retuning your mind like an instrument, and just like a guitar out of tune can't produce harmony, neither can a soul that's drowned in noise. Anna was a high school teacher for over 25 years, passionate, dedicated. But after years of burnout, curriculum changes, and personal loss, she found herself empty. I didn't recognize myself anymore. She told a friend. That friend handed her a sticky note with one word. 7. Confused but curious, Anna followed a simple practice. Every morning she meditated with the number 7. Every evening she wrote down 7 things she was grateful for. Every week she did something new, something that sparked her spirit. Within 3 months she began painting again, reconnected with former students, and launched a small community workshop for teenagers who felt lost. I didn't change careers. She said I changed my consciousness. That's the power of 7. Want to let 7 work for you? Try these steps. Visual anchor. Write 7 on a sticky note. Place it on your mirror or phone screen. Daily affirmation. Every time you see it repeat, I trust my inner wisdom. I walk with clarity. Night reflection. Before bed list. 7. Small wins from your day. They can be tiny. A kind word, a glass of water, a boundary kept. These remind your mind of your progress, even on quiet days. Special practice for May 5th, 2025. This is a day of heightened alignment. Start your morning with a walking meditation. With each step, say 7 softly in your mind, just as the Buddha did. Imagine lotus petals blooming beneath your feet. Not because you're special, but because you're aware, you're present, you're awake. The number 7 isn't lucky by accident. It's lucky because it brings you back to what matters. Clarity, intuition, peace. And maybe that's the greatest abundance of all. Part 4, number 38. Awakening. Infinite potential. Within some numbers, whisper, but 38. It roars gently from the soul. You are limitless. Stop living like you're not. This isn't just a number. It's a spiritual key, a portal to the version of you that you've only scratched the surface of. Let's break it down. The number 3 represents balance between body, mind, and spirit. The holy trinity of wholeness in both Eastern and Western philosophies. The number 8, when laid sideways, becomes the infinity symbol. A reminder that the universe is vast, and so is your capacity. Together, 3 and 8 in the form of 38 is a message. When you align all parts of yourself, infinite potential is no longer a concept. It becomes a reality. Matteo, a 55-year-old father of 3, spent most of his life playing small. A decent job, routine days, quiet evenings. But deep inside he knew he was living at 60%. Something was sleeping within him, and it had been for years. One night during a meditation retreat, the guide asked them to reflect on a number they kept seeing. Matteo thought of 38, a number he had randomly noticed on receipts, clocks, even license plates. He shrugged it off as coincidence until the guide smiled and said, 38 is the number of wholeness multiplied by potential. That night, he didn't sleep. Instead, he mapped out 3 life goals he had buried for decades. 1, launch a community garden in his neighborhood. 2, relearn the guitar and write songs. 3, start mentoring local youth. For each goal, he listed 8 micro steps. Nothing wild, just small, doable actions. 6 months later, Mateo had checked off more boxes than he imagined. The garden was blooming. The kids called him Coach. And for the first time in 30 years, he wrote a song that made his wife cry. That's not luck. That's 38 in motion. Morning activation. The infinity within. Here's a way to bring 38 into your daily rhythm. 1, sit in silence for 3 minutes. 2, place your hand on your heart and breathe in deeply. 3, silently say, body, mind, spirit 4. Then repeat, 38. I expand beyond limits 5. Visualize a gentle golden spiral flowing through you, connecting every cell to the energy of possibility. This isn't fantasy. This is focus. The energy you carry internally shapes what life brings externally. Manifestation ritual. Each week, write down 3 big dreams that stir your soul. 8 tiny actions. Yes, just 8 small steps you can take toward them this week. The universe doesn't respond to vague wishes. It responds to clear intentions backed by movement. Even if you only take 2 of the 8 steps, momentum begins. Energy gathers life. Listens. Special invitation for May 5th, 2025. On this date, you are energetically supported in a rare way. Find 30 minutes of quiet. Reflect on these 3 questions. Where have I been holding back? Which part of me needs awakening? What bold step can I take today? Then softly repeat 38 as you journal. Let this be your contract with your potential. You were never meant to be small. You were meant to expand, evolve, and elevate. 38 isn't just a number. It's a mirror showing you what's always been inside you, waiting to be seen. Number 25, the dance between stability and change. Life is rarely black or white. It's a constant dance between holding on and letting go, between structure and spontaneity. That's where the number 25 comes in. It's not here to give you answers. It's here to help you move with the questions. The harmony of 2 forces. Let's look closer. The number 2 is about balance, connection, and sensitivity, the part of you that seeks peace and unity. The number 5 pulses with freedom, adventure, and the urge to break patterns when you bring them together. 5 becomes the union of groundedness and growth, a steady base that still allows for flight. In Buddhist thought, this echoes a core teaching: the middle way, not extremes. Not rigid control or chaotic freedom, but walking the line of mindful flow, responding to life with flexibility and intention. Elena had worked the same office job for 32 years, dependable routine. But deep inside, a quiet voice had grown louder over the years. You were made for something more creative. After her retirement, she didn't buy a rocking chair. She bought watercolors. At first, she doubted herself. Am I too old to start over, Will? Anyone care? But one morning after journaling, she wrote the number 25 on the page, without thinking. Something clicked. She made a list. 2 priorities she would no longer ignore: creativity and joy. 5 small actions: buy paints, take a class, join a local art group, share 1 piece, online, visit a gallery. Within a year, her art was in a local cafe. Not because she was chasing fame, but because she allowed change to flow through stability. That's the essence of 25. To align with the energy of 25, try this morning. Mantra: place your hand over your heart and softly say, I welcome change. I stand in my truth. Then repeat, 25. Let the number echo as a rhythm between your breath and your boldness. Journaling prompt. Each Sunday reflect. Where in my life do I need more stability? Where do I need more freedom? Pick one area and write down 2 things to hold on to, 5 things to try shift or explore. This keeps you anchored, but not stagnant. May 5, 2025. Activate your inner balance. On this special day, find 10 quiet minutes. Write down 2 areas of your life where you seek deeper balance. 5 bold steps, even tiny ones you can take to lean into growth. Place that paper somewhere visible. Let it guide your next chapter. 25 is your permission slip to evolve without losing yourself, to be both strong and soft, to trust the flow without falling apart. So where in your life is the dance calling you? Box 6, number 81, completion, renewal, and mastery. There's a quiet power in finishing something. We live in a world obsessed with beginnings, new jobs, fresh goals, another Monday of motivation. But the number 81 reminds us that true growth lies in how we close one chapter and open the next with wisdom, the sacred spiral of life. Let's decode it. 8 is the number of infinity, symbolizing flow, abundance, and the interconnectedness of all things. 1 is the number of beginnings, leadership, and personal will. Together, 81 reflects a sacred cycle, endings that lead to beginnings, closure that gives birth to clarity. In Buddhist philosophy, this mirrors the law of impermanence. Nothing is static. All things arise, pass, and return again in new forms. But it's not just about change, it's about evolving with awareness. David was a successful architect, but inside he felt like a stranger in his own life. At 52, after a sudden health scare, he stepped away from his firm. The silence terrified him. No deadlines, no pressure, no noise. One day, while walking through a bookstore, he picked up a journal that had 81 printed on the corner. Curious, he bought it. Each page he wrote down 8 lessons from his past, 1 new vision for the next phase. Through that ritual, something awakened. He began mentoring young architects. He painted again. And eventually, he designed eco-homes for low-income families, blending his skill with soul. He didn't abandon his past. He completed it. That's what 81 invites us to do. Try this once a week, especially when life feels messy or unclear. 1. Sit comfortably. Close your eyes. 2. Picture a glowing spiral at your heart center. 3. With each inhale, whisper 81. 4. Visualize the spiral expanding outward, gently lifting you into a new layer of yourself. Let go of old weight. Let in new vision. This is how we heal forward, by honoring what was and choosing what comes next. Reflective ritual. May 5th, 2025. On this date, take 20 minutes of quiet. Write down 8 things you've completed or outgrown. Habits, beliefs, relationships. 1 bold new intention for the year ahead. Then say aloud, I release with gratitude. I begin with clarity. I walk with mastery. Place that paper under your pillow or somewhere sacred. Let it be your energetic contract for this next cycle. 81 isn't about rushing forward. It's about rising through reflection. To master your life, you don't need more noise. You need more stillness, release, and conscious renewal. You are not starting over. You are stepping forward with everything you've earned. Part 7. The Buddhist lens on prosperity. Receiving without clinging. Prosperity feels good, whether it arrives as money, health, recognition, or opportunity. And yet the very joy it brings often hides a quiet fear. What if I lose this? That's where the Buddhist teaching of impermanence, anicca, offers a powerful perspective. Everything that arises will also pass. This isn't a pessimistic view. It's a liberating truth. It reminds us that while prosperity is to be enjoyed, it's not meant to be possessed. Imagine trying to hold on to a breeze. The tighter your grip, the faster it escapes. But if you let it flow through open hands, you can feel its coolness, its presence, its gift without fear or tactis. Joy without attachment. When success enters your life, try this reflection. Can I appreciate this fully without needing it to stay forever? This shift dissolves anxiety and replaces it with grounded joy, a mantra to anchor your mind. Whenever you feel fear around losing what you've gained, repeat, I receive with gratitude, I release with grace. You're training your heart to flow with life, not fight it. May 5th, practice, savor, and surrender. On May 5th, take 5 minutes to 1. Name 3 things you're grateful for right now. 2. Whisper. This 2 is impermanent after each. This isn't about detachment, it's about presence. It's about holding prosperity like a butterfly, lightly, lovingly, without crushing it, because the less you cling, the more freely life can give. Part 8 rituals to activate the 6 numbers. On May 5th, 2025, isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a gateway, a rare energetic opening where focus, intention, and sacred number vibrations converge. But this gateway doesn't open by itself. It responds to awareness and action. And today we'll walk you through a ritual sequence that awakens the power of all 6 numbers: 43, 66, 7, 38, 25, and 81 through your body, your breath, and your mind. So ask yourself, am I ready to step through this door? Let's begin. Morning meditation with the numbers. Before the world stirs, carve out 10 minutes for quiet. 1. Sit upright in stillness. Close your eyes. 2. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. 3. Visualize a soft golden light filling your body with clarity. 4. One by one, chant each number silently in your mind. 43. I walk the bridge of transformation. 66. I align with virtue and flow. 7. I awaken my inner truth. 38. I unlock infinite potential. 25. I balance stability with growth. 81. I complete and begin with mastery. Let this become your energetic signature for the day. Midday, reflective journaling. Around noon, when the world feels noisy, pause and write. In your journal, 1. Reflect on this question. Which number is speaking to me most right now, and why? 2. Let the answer flow without judgment. You may be surprised which number resonates. 3. Next, write down 1 realistic, bold action you can take today that aligns with that number's message. This process brings clarity and transforms insight into movement. Evening gratitude and intention ceremony. As the sun sets, bring your energy full circle. 1. Light a candle or sit in gentle light. 2. Write down 06 things you're grateful for, even if small 06 affirmations or intentions, your deepest desires for this next cycle. For example, I am open to abundance. I trust the timing of my growth. I walk forward with wisdom and courage. Whisper the numbers at more time. Let them echo in your heart. Then fold the paper and place it under your pillow, on your altar, or inside your wallet. This is your energetic contract with the universe. May 5th is not just a date, it's a portal. These 6 numbers are not random, they are keys. So, will you knock, or will you walk through? This is your moment. Step forward with presence. Step forward with power. By now you've done more than just learn 6 lucky numbers. You've activated ancient codes, walked across bridges of transformation, and reconnected with the part of you that knows how to align with truth, purpose, and prosperity. The numbers 43, 66, 7, 38, 25, and 81 aren't here to predict your future. They're here to remind you that you create it, breath by breath, choice by choice, intention by intention. And May 5th isn't just a lucky day. It's a mirror reflecting who you're becoming. if you dare to show up with clarity and courage. So take this with you. Transformation doesn't come from waiting. It comes from stepping. Step toward your dreams. Step into your stillness. Step across the bridge. If this message spoke to your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video to affirm your energy. Subscribe so you stay on the path with us. And comment below. I walk in alignment with wisdom and abundance. That simple sentence could be the first step of your next chapter. We'll be here to walk it with you. Until next time, may your numbers guide you. May your spirit ground you. And may your life bloom, one sacred step at a time.